Welcome back to Exotic Car Play Place, everybody. Thanks for joining in again today. Today we are going to talk about 5 of the best reasons for owning a BMW 335i, a particularly N54 car like my 2007. Now, I've had the car for a year. I've experienced almost everything that a typical BMW 335 owner would experience. But ultimately, the reasons to own this car far outreach the reasons not to own this car. So let's get started now. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Mark with Exotic Car Play Place, and today... So the first reason you do want to own a BMW 335, number one, is the classic BMW good looks. All it takes is a quick examination. You see those wonderful angel eyes. How about that distinctive classic look of the BMW from the side, the wonderful coupe design, and the curves? How about the flares that gently, subtly flare out at the rear, but gives it a tasteful and aggressive look all in one? Flares at the front as well. Honestly, the entire car is a thing of beauty. In today's day and age where BMW and every manufacturer is plumping up, making those ridiculous front grills, this takes it back to a time when BMW shows a little bit of class. So the second reason why you want to buy a 335i, particularly an N54 powered unit like the one I have here in a 2007 model, is all about the performance. With 300 horsepower, 300 pound-feet of torque in a twin turbocharged 6-cylinder engine, it is nothing short of breathtaking. 0 to 60 times, 4.8 seconds, quarter mile, 13.1. These cars are fast. But even more important than that is the fact that they're easily tuned, and they can be made astonishingly fast by simple bolt-ons, in most cases do-it-yourself bolt-ons. Things, for example, like a JB4 piggyback tuner like I have in my car is a very easy thing to bolt on. It doesn't even mess with the ECU. It's easy to operate with the toggle of 2 buttons. You can easily change on the fly the different map settings, and it makes it very customizable. Cheap, $500 gets you in the door, easy 100 plus horsepower to the wheels. You also have other options like MHD for $100, plus you plug in a little dongle, you can connect it all up, and you can see in real time some of the statistics and the performance numbers associated with that. You also have Dynon, Cobb, their flashes. Some great options out there for relatively low money. Can get this car easily at 400 plus horsepower with really little effort. There's also a whole host of great bolt-on. When I mean bolt-on, those are things that literally a wrench, another wrench, a nut, and a bolt, and it's easily assembled by you yourself. As a do-it-yourselfer, you can put it together. Doesn't take a whole lot of fabrication in most cases. It's usually just ready to bolt right into place. Things, for example, like the VRSF intercooler, which I have installed in this car. Another thing would be the dual cone intakes. How about the upgraded metallic charge pipe and blow-off valve, which does a double duty, which provides better boost performance, as well as reduces the likeliness of blowing those fittings apart. And on top of that, you can also do a straight pipe, pretty easy change out, 2 little short pipes, swap out the catalytic converters in this car. For about $1,000 and a little do-it-yourself time and a good buddy, you can get that thing changed out in a half a day. And then with that combined in the tune, you can easily make yourself 4 or 4.25 horsepower to the wheels. However, if you want to go to next level, you want to go to 500-600 horsepower, you need improved fueling and turbocharged boosting because the factory turbos just don't cut the mustard. So the next thing is to upgrade to a larger turbo setup. If you want to go up to as high as the 800 and 900 horsepower, that too is a possibility with these cars. You might want to look at a single large turbo that gets mounted up top, or the dual turbos. It's also larger but not as big as the single, and they get mounted and replace the factory units. You do that with a catch can to catch the extra carbon. You also upgrade a low pressure fuel pump and some low pressure injectors on top of your factory high pressure injection system, and you can easily dial that bad boy up to 700, 800, 900 horsepower. Currently is the way these cars can push the power down. Don't forget the clutch and the differential. Those things will eat you if you don't take care of them as well. But the possibilities are endless. The third reason you want to buy one of these N54 powered 335s is the exhaust sounds. It sounds awesome. And now I'll be the first to admit, a lot of vehicles that you end up straight piping sound like crap. They get raspy, they resonate. and they just become downright ornery and annoying. Your neighbors will hate you, you'll hate yourself, and quite frankly, you'll want to get rid of that car as fast as possible. But with a 335, that is not the case because it's turbocharged. And even if you put straight pipes and you do a muffler delete, leave the resonator in place, you get very little annoying resonance. As a matter of fact, the turbochargers themselves create their own muffling capabilities, and the car sounds just right. You get snap, crackle, pop into your morning. But anyhow, you get some great sounds out of the car on overrun, even on acceleration. It sounds great. You really can't beat a turbocharged 6-cylinder for sound effects. So the fourth reason you really have to have one of these BMW 335i's is for the simple fact it is a driver's car through and through. It has a couple of things going for it that current BMWs just don't have. Number one is a manual transmission. For any enthusiast out there, you have to agree the manual gearbox is truly the way to go. It really is a way that the driver can interact with the car at another level, really engage with that vehicle and enjoy a true driving experience. Allows you to shift through the gears, operate the pedal, move the stick shift, and really operate that car to its fullest potential. Not only that, this generation also has the old-fashioned mechanical hydraulic steering, which unfortunately is missed by a lot of enthusiasts in the BMW world who now can only enjoy the G20 series of cars that have electric assist steering, which you really do feel a different sensation. You don't get the feedback off the wheels. You just have a different driving experience. It takes away, it becomes isolated from the actual drive. Sadly enough, BMWs are getting great in terms of a numbers game, putting the numbers on paper, but the driving experience is lost because of automatic transmissions that are too fast and just too smooth, and steering that is just simulated and video game-like. The old school BMWs are really the way to go. So the fifth reason you really need to have one of these early BMW 335s is quite simple. It's value. There's no better bang for your buck. There's no better performance bargain than you'll find in a 335i today. That's right. For $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, you can find yourself a really, really nice 335. For $8,000 to $10,000 to $12,000, you can find really nice cars with very low Ks, and for 15, 16, let's face it, they're probably quite immaculate, and there's a reason people are asking that kind of money. Regardless of what it is, could you imagine 300 horse, 400, 500 horsepower for 10 grand? That is as fun to drive, is as connected and dialed in, and as classic as BMW can get? The 335 is really the car for you guys. And if you're okay with a little do-it-yourself and tolerate a few little niggles along the way with reliability, this is easily the best performance bargain, hands down, bar none. You won't find a better price. There's lots of them out there, so you'll probably find the right color, whether you like silver or black. Maybe you want a red one. Maybe you want different color combinations for interiors. There's lots of these cars produced, and there's lots of selection. Thanks again, everybody, for joining in again today. Make sure you click that link over there. That's going to take you to the other video that I made previous about the reasons not to own the 335i. And be sure to subscribe down here in the little subscribe button. And I really hope to see you guys on the next one. Catch you real soon. Bye-bye.